Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Shenmue Anime Panel. I'm sitting here with some amazing guests, so I'm just going to go ahead and introduce you to them. First up, we have Yu Suzuki.
Hi.
Chikara Sakurai and Yu Kiyozono.
Hi.
And Joseph Chou.
Hello.
And I'll be your moderator, Ifiwadiwe. Oh, I'm super excited to talk with you all. I got to see a little taste of it, so I already know it's amazing. So I feel I feel excited, but I'm just going to jump right into the questions. My first question is going to be for Suzuki-san. The road from the first Shenmue to the extremely successful crowdfunded Shenmue 3 was filled with a lot of stop and go. So how does it feel to have the ability to tell the story that you want completely?
シェンムーの持つメッセージとかストーリーをすごく重厚長大なもんですから、なかなかそのゲームとしてやろうにも多くの人に伝えるのが難しかったんですね。ですからなんかアニメという形をとってすごい敷居が低くなって、でちっちゃな子でも楽しめるような作品になったので、なんか早く放映されることをすごいワクワクして考えてます今。
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially with the current discourse right now in video games versus the difficulty of it for some people to get the story, I think that's 100% spot on. Everyone can just pull up and watch and be blown away. Okay, so then I'll continue. And this one is going to be for Suzuki-san and Sakurai-san. And the question for this one is, Shenmue has a long history and a loyal fan base. What was it like trying to balance the show, having something for the newer fans while adding something for those day one fans to enjoy as well?
シェンムー1が86年の横須賀をベースにして考えてるので、その時代のなんか不便なことを楽しむみたいなところがあります。だからちょっと今の若い人が遊ぶにはその不便がストレスになったりすると思うので、今度は新しく遊んでくれる人がストレスなくストーリーに没頭できるように遊びやすくしてあげるっていうのがゲームのテーマですし、アニメになると、そもそも操作しなくていいのでメッセージだけをダイレクトに伝えることができるので、なんかそこでアニメーションの可能性とかとても期待してます。
ゲームの中のストーリーっていうのはすごい厚みがあって、複雑だったりするんですが、それをアニメーションにしやすくするために、非常に悩んだところはあったんですけれど、その中の一つに、世界観っていうものを出していく。当時の今から言うと20年、30年前の世界っていうものを、どういうふうに表現するか。ただ、リアルにまんま表現しちゃうと、今の見てる人たち、または文化が違う人たちが見たときにうまく伝わらないのではないかというところもあるので、そこのところは考えながら、不便な時代があったよね。その中でこういうふうに苦労しながら主人公は進んでいきましたよっていうのを表現、できたらいいなという形で、映像としてのストーリーラインは作っていったって感じですね。
Yeah, I'd love to know, your history and connection with Shenmue.
シェンムーというゲームが世に出ている、発売の時とか、当時のゲーム雑誌とか見て知ってはいたんだけれど、お金がなくて買えなかったっていうのがあって、それで、当時本屋さんとかコンビニへ行って、雑誌を立ち読みして、で、情報を集め、やった気分になりつつ、あとは知り合い、友達とかの家に行って、やってるのを見たり、ちょっとプレイさせてはもらったりするんだけれど、最終的には自分でやりたいっていうのがあったので、ちょっとしか、なんて言うんだろう。触りだけなんとか触れていくとか、そういう形をとって、人から情報を得て、いつか買うっていうふうにして、当時、本当にお金なかったんで、そうやって生活して、このゲームはすごいぞっていうのがあったの中で、そのまま、いろいろ自分の 生活とかどんどん時間が過ぎていった中で、結局、やりたいという思いがあったけど、やれなかったっていうのがあったら、まあ、今回の、企画の話が来て、ちょっと自分の中でやれなかったのに、それを自分が映像化できるというところがあって、すごい、嬉しいんだけど、あの時、お金がなかったからできなかったんだけど、やってあの時リアルに、若い時にやっておきたかったなっていうのも、まあ、それも感じましたね。
Yeah, no, I've definitely been there before where you're just trying to play as much of a game as you can while you're over your friend's house because you don't have it back at home. So definitely relatable. This question is going to be for Mr. Joseph Chou.
Yeah.
I got one for you. So you're not new to the video game adaptation. You've done one before. Is there anything that you've learned from the previous process that you brought into this one?
Actually, I've done video game adaptations before, but this actually was the first time that, I dealt with a game that's really created from a single creator, who is so identified with the game itself. And so obviously this had to respect, Yu Suzuki-san's vision of the project. But at the same time, because it is a very story-driven game, I thought it was perfect for an adaptation. There are obviously, elements that can be expanded upon, but really it is a very narrative-driven game. So it's a challenge of, I think, trying to stay faithful to the game source itself, as well as just there are things that you need when you're trying to tell a story, especially in a long series format. And so, I think that's why it was great to have actually, Yu-san involved in the entire process to really take us through step by step. Even some of the stories that haven't been shown in the game before, he actually had, hundreds of thousands of pages actually backstory written on it, so that we were able to actually reveal that and little by little in the game itself. Into the anime itself. So that was actually very interesting and well, it was a really fun process. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, as someone who saw already a taste, y'all are nailing it. 10 out of 10. Truly, I think everyone's going to be happy and they're not even ready. Y'all have made something amazing. And just kind of going off of that, because you're right, and I want to open this to everyone. The game does, Shenmue impacted the game industry as a whole. Like, it was one of the first games to be like a fully fleshed out open world game that had all those, interactions with NPCs. So how was it condensing something that open into a linear story for people to watch?
やっぱりゲームよりもアニメーションの方がもっとストレートで直線的な凝縮を上げていくにはすごい適してるんだけど、単調にならないように、例えばシェンファっていうヒロインのケイリンでのフラッシュバックとか、あと香港で会う老子との回想シーンなど、構成にちょっと気をつけながら退屈しないようにちょっと作ったつもりです。
まあ、映像なんで、この時間内に収めていくっていうことをすると、まあ、どうしてもストーリーを直線的にしなきゃいけない。で、鈴木さんからも話がありましたけれど、それで構成的に気を使って、まあ、直線的な感じを少しでも、和らげていくっていう風な形を取りつつ、でも、ゲームの中だといろんなキャラクターに普通に話しかけることができるんだけれど、それを、まあ、 少しだけでも入れられたらというところで街中の人と話したりとか、そういうことを、パッケージ内の時間が許す限りのところで、ちょっとそういうことには気を使ってはこちらもいました。ゲームの一部の雰囲気を再現できればという感じで、臨んでいます。
I definitely see that. I'm trying to talk about it in a way where I don't like give away too much, but I did, after, watching the first episode, go back and like watch the gameplay, and you could see that they're just married in such a beautiful way. I keep gushing, but I never get the chance to like watch something, enjoy it, and tell the people who made it that y'all killed it. So thank you. And I guess this one also is going to be for everyone, which is actually it's for Mr. Joseph Chou and Kiyozono-san. Kiyozono-san, is your credits speak for themselves. You're good at what they do. But what would you want to tell like these Shenmue super fans going into the show? What would you want them to know?
I myself, actually, when I just first started visiting Japan, Dreamcast just came out, and and I saw the big ad, all over Shinjuku, walking around, and there's all the screens that I could see, and all the TV ads that I could see was about Shenmue and Dreamcast, and it was an incredible sight to behold. And at the time, it was such a shock, to see a game of that fidelity being presented, and so, but I really thought that it presented a perfect platform to actually launch this anime series off of, just because it was so richly created world that with Yu-san's writing, and so I thought it really is a wonderful opportunity that I got to really be part of this process, and it was wonderful to have actually Kiyozono-san as my partner in this. He runs obviously the telecom animation film, which is basically the house that Miyazaki built, and your favorite anime. I think a lot of people's favorite anime, Akira, has been made there as well.
Yes.
But he's the one who's keeping the torch burning, and so it's very exciting to have a telecom animation as a studio that handles this job, this really difficult job of trying to bring this to the screen. So yeah, it's been a great experience, and I really actually myself is looking forward to seeing the final product after we completely package it. It's quite something else to see it, in works, and then and after it's delivered with full package with music and everything. So looking forward to it myself as a fan.
シェンム1と2だけでもすごい、やっぱりテレビシリーズとしてはたくさん作れるなとは思ったんですけれど、今回、ワンクールの中にね、どれだけ押し込もうかっていうのが、一つ大変だったです。で、その中でもやっぱり香港に行ってから、すごく、魅力的なキャラクターも増えているので、なんかシナリオを作りながら、我々も欲が出てきて、結局ロケーションとか、制作上は、なるべく日本、ロケーションは日本のシェンムー1で終わらせるのが一番いいんですけど、やっていくうちにやっぱり欲も出てきて、香港もやりたくなってきちゃったんですよね。でも香港には、空論城も出てくるし、結局、CG を使って空論城の周り一つ、ロケーション、街ごと作るぐらいまで規模を広げたんですが、そういった意味ではすごくこだわって、日本、半分は日本、半分は当時の香港を再現するというところで、すごくやりがいもありましたし、ハイブリッドですね、ちょっと作画と CG をうまく使って、そのゲームの壮大さをね、出すっていうところはすごくチャレンジングなタイトルでした。
Wow, that only gets me more excited. That's so good. That's so cool. Okay, this one's going to be a fun one for Suzuki-san, but if you got the chance to make an anime adaptation of another one of your games, which one would you choose and why?
昔作ったアウトランっていうゲームがありますけど、なんか、もともとはキャノンボールランっていう映画が大好きで、ああいうちょっとおバカなレースを作れたらいいなって思うし、あとスペースハリアーっていうものを作りましたけども、ファンタジックな世界観でちょっとアニメーションでどんな表現になるか楽しそうだなと思います。
Yes, I know Outrun was a game I replayed recently because I've been playing through the Yakuza series, and they have the level where you play Outrun and you forget that it's a very technical, hard racing game, and still I just ended up paying the money and losing. So no, that's exciting. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to be good at this game, but it's so fun, and I love Space Harrier too. So
same here. Same. Lost a lot of coins. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one is just for everyone, and it's pretty simple. Just to get everyone hyped for the anime. What are you most excited for people to see in the show?
シェンムっていうのは86年の日本のシミュレーション、その日常のシミュレーションをしているところがありまして、いわゆる文化色の高い、いわゆる86年の不便な感じを楽しんでもらうみたいなところがあって、どうしてもゲームを楽しむにはちょっとストレスが溜まったりすることも本当に好きな人しか味わえないところがあったんですけども、今回アニメになってシェンムを初めて名前を知ってるけど遊んだことのない人とか、遊びの敷居がすごく下がって誰でも遊べるようになったので、作っていく中でもクオリティも高いし、キャラクターなんかも生き生きとしているので、ぜひ皆さんちょっとアニメの方見ていただいて、ゲームの方にも興味持ってくれるといいなって思ってます。
シェンムはゲームをプレイした人ならば、メインストーリーは決まっているんだけれど、でもそこにたどり着くまでのやり方がものすごいパターンがたくさんあって、いろんなやり方でいけるっていうのがあって、それをアニメーションが映像なのでどうしても、今回はストレートな形で、そこにちょっとメインの肉が幹があって、そこに対して、肉付けをしていくというふうな形で、いくつか本当はバリエーションがあるんだよっていう片鱗を少し、出せるようにしつつ、キャラクターはそれに対してその空間にちゃんと立っているっていう形を取れるように、魅力的に描ければいいんじゃないかっていうふうな形でやったんで、それを見て、自分なりのやり方でゲームの方をやってもらえるようになったらいいな。これは、今回の映像は、一つのパターンであると。ゲームをプレイした人ならわかるし、これからプレイした人だと、こういうふうなのもあったんだなっていうふうに感じてもらえるような映像にできたんじゃないかと思います。
そうですね。日本でも今ね、たくさんのアニメーションが作られてますけれども、こんな作品、こんなにそのシェンムーほど武骨な骨太な作品、かつかっこいい男がたくさん出てきます。そんな作品ね、ないと思いますね。女性キャラがすごく少なくて、逆にそこにもすごく魅力があって可愛くて、なんですけど、かっこいい男たちの生き様を結構見せられるような形になっているのと、それとその背景ですね、情景というかバックグラウンドの、その美術っていう意味ではとても、当時の日本、昭和の日本、を、横須賀、あと香港っていうのをちゃんと見せてますんで、そこも映像美として楽しんでいただけたらなと思っています。
All of us involved in the game, I think, were actually the players, young players when the game came out. And I mean, I think all of us, most of us who are actually not only watching this series, but also, who've made this series are really have experienced this whole phenomenon in real time. And obviously, I don't think we've, as a video game generation, the games that Yu Suzuki-san created, a lot of the games that we all are very familiar with, Afterburner, Space Harrier, Outrun, obviously culminating with Shenmue. It's really not only a trip down the memory lane, but also really trying to relive and recreate what we experienced onto the screen, and hopefully that will attract new fans as well. And I guess I have to give a really shout out and thank you to Sega for allowing us to do this. And I guess one of the things I'm excited about as an Easter egg is, hey, find your Easter egg from the Sega's 80s days. It'll be a lot of fun just trying to pick that out, and it could be a nice drinking game too, if you could do that.
Well, look, I'm sure now that you said it, all the watchdogs are on it, and now we're setting the timers, and there's going to be whole Twitter threads dedicated to it. But yeah, I'm super excited, y'all. It was amazing, and I feel the same way. I grew up in that age, and like, I didn't even get to have a Dreamcast. Like, my dad refused to give me, but I knew all about Shenmue because it's all my friends could talk about. It was the best thing ever. And I had to like go over to my friend's house and look at the booklet, the art on it. So to see it just turn into this awesome anime that everyone is so excited for, I'm just super excited to have this story be told, and I'm glad that everyone on it is just as hyped as I am. So with that being said, I can't thank y'all enough for sitting down with me and answering my questions. And just so everyone remembers who was all here today, I was sitting with Yu Suzuki, Chikara Sakurai, Yu Kiyozono, and Joseph Chou, and I've been If You Way. Thank y'all for watching, and get hyped and check this out because we got a first look for you.
Coming across the sea from a distant land in the east, he shall appear. A young man, unaware of his own strength. A strength that can both destroy him and bring his dreams to fruition. As it is written upon the stars from long, long ago, a dragon will rise from the earth, conjuring dark clouds to blot out the heavens. A phoenix will descend from above, delivering purple wind with the flap of its wings. Yet even as the sky is devoured by darkness, a single morning star radiates its bright light. That long, winding tale shall now begin.
Shenmue the Animation, coming in 2022. An Adult Swim and Crunchyroll original.